I'm Dr. Aisha Williams, educator and entrepreneur, and tonight I wanted to talk to you all about juggling full-time work responsibilities with your entrepreneurship plans or your business if you've already established one. Many of us who are entrepreneurs like myself, or even if you're a burgeoning entrepreneur, realize and recognize the importance of work, family, friends, entertainment balance, right? Work-life balance. And it's a really, really difficult thing to do, especially when you're starting your own business, or if you've already started your business and you are the primary person who is organizing everything, who's responsible for making sure that packages go out on time. For example, if you're selling products, who's responsible for making the products, right? And getting those products made in small batches so that your customers are happy and they're ready for every order that might come about in any given week, right? So what I wanted to discuss is three different things that you can do to really improve that sense of work-life balance, because there are going to be times, there are going to come times when you are exhausted after your full-time hours at your day job. Many of us have more than one day job these days, right? There is this aspect of a hustle culture where so many of us are doing more than one thing. We're juggling more than one thing, right? And if you have children, if you have a family to take care of, it can be even more exhausting. So kudos to you. I can tell you that from my own experience, I am, and I'm single. I don't have children, so I have a little dog, but I don't have children. So I noticed that I put a lot more time and energy into both my day jobs and my business endeavors. I have friends who also have businesses, who are entrepreneurs, and oftentimes because they have familial responsibilities, they can't spend as much time focusing on the business as they can as they can spend working, on their day job deliverables, or dealing with family stuff. So, that's a given. It's something to think about. Three different ways that I deal with it are: number one, I work out just about every day. I exercise every day. And what I've noticed is that it's easier for me to make sure that I get that exercise done or exercise in. I do it in the morning before I start working on my day jobs, or the main responsibilities of my day job, right? So what does that mean? That means that I get up in the morning, I meditate, and that's number two, right? And we'll get into that in a second. But I get up in the morning, I meditate, I check emails really quickly that are related to my business endeavors, my entrepreneurship, and then I exercise. I often exercise at home because of the, health issue, the pandemic. So I exercise at home. I do workout videos. I have a little treadmill. I have some free weights, and I make sure that I exercise for at least 25 to 40 minutes, at least Monday through Friday. Right? Why do I say at least? That's because I try to take rest days on Saturday and Sunday, but usually I incorporate some sort of exercise into my life on Saturday and Sunday. Also, because I have a dog, I'm constantly walking him and playing with him, and yes, that counts as exercise. Long walks count as exercise. You'd be surprised, there are some people who do not walk anywhere, ever. Walking is amazing exercise. It's wonderful exercise, okay? Number two, meditation. I mentioned that earlier. Meditation is extremely, extremely important. It keeps me balanced spiritually. It gets me closer to God. And it relaxes me. It calms me. So sometimes I just meditate on my own. I just lay, and I'm not one of those people who sits there like this and does all that sort of meditation, I actually meditate while laying down. I feel as though I'm much more relaxed laying down with my, my hands on my stomach. I meditate for at least a minimum of 10 minutes. Sometimes I go straight up to 20 minutes. When I have more time, before the pandemic, I was actually focused on meditating longer, but now that I have so many responsibilities throughout the day, I really, really just try to make sure a minimum of 10 minutes of meditation every morning. If I can, I try to stick it out a little bit more. What people tell me when I give them that advice is they go, "Oh, it's so difficult, Aisha. It's so hard. I just don't have the time." And I'm just like, you don't have 10 minutes? You have 10 minutes to watch something on YouTube. You have 10 minutes to watch the news. You have 10 minutes to grab something from the kitchen and snack on it. You have 10 minutes to meditate. You don't even have to do it in the morning. I like doing it in the morning. When I don't do it in the morning, and I'm not perfect, sometimes I miss days, it's because I didn't do it in the morning. But typically if I realize, oh gosh, my dog woke me up and I didn't have the time to just sit there and meditate, I try to do it before bed, right? So when I'm winding down, I try to meditate before bed if I missed out on it in the morning. I also have tried to do it in the morning and the evening, but it's difficult. But I tell you, if you do incorporate meditation into your life, it will change your life in dramatic ways by leaps and bounds. Again, especially when you're an entrepreneur, you have all these things on your mind, these issues, your mind is constantly racing throughout the day, especially if you're working at another job. You're thinking about all sorts of things. When you start meditating, it's like you have a greater perspective, a different perspective, and you can sort of compartmentalize everything, and you really just feel more calm. That's the best way that I can think about it and explain it to you. You want to be a calmer person, a calmer individual, be more relaxed about things even when they go wrong, meditate. It'll change your life, I promise. And number 3, don't be that person who blocks out that important quality time, that important and necessary quality time that should be reserved for spending with friends, family, etc. It's really important. I'm an introvert naturally, but I really do recognize the importance of spending time with my close friends. I do have them. Introverts have friends, people. And many of us actually do like going out with them and having a good time. So make sure that you're spending time connecting with other people. This is especially important when you have a business because it helps you see things from various perspectives always, right? Your friends invariably will ask you about how your business is doing. They will have tips for you. Or even when you're just out and about with them, you might come up with new ideas depending on where you are. You might be walking down the street and something might come to you, or you might see something and it sparks some sort of creativity in you, and you want to incorporate that thing into your business in some way, shape, or form, right? So again, these are the things that will help you when it comes to juggling all of these various responsibilities. It's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult and challenging to juggle entrepreneurship endeavors, especially when your business is brand new. I've been focusing on my business now. This is going to be the 2nd year. So I'm growing and now I can slow down. But in that first year, it's going to be especially hard. So again, you really want to make sure that number 1, get that exercise in as often as you can. 3 to 5 days a week, perfect. For me, I'm someone who I used to exercise even more than I do now. And I know that it's something that really, really helps keep my mind and body balanced, right? Exercise. Number 2, meditation. Meditation is so important. It quiets the mind, calms the spirit, soothes the nerves. And number 3, just make sure that you're really spending time with your friends and your family, no matter what. Even if it's just via phone calls, Zoom meetings, stay in touch with them, and yeah, those are the tips that I have for you tonight. And just make sure that you just, no matter what, understand that this is difficult. It's going to be a challenge, right? Juggling entrepreneurship, especially in the beginning, It's always going to be difficult, but you can do it. You know, if I can do it, anyone can. All right? And I'm encouraging you to keep moving forward. Take care. See you next time.